This police dog ran to a suitcase at the airport and wouldn't leave. When cops opened it, they burst into tears. The bustling halls of Beirut International Airport were abuzz with travelers hurriedly making their way through the terminal. Conversations mixed with the clattering of luggage and the constant hum of announcements echoing overhead. Amid this organized chaos, Officer Nasa, a seasoned security officer, patrolled with his faithful partner Jim, a German shepherd renowned for his keen scent detection and unwavering dedication. "Another day at the grind, huh, Jim?" Nasa said, scratching behind Jim's ears. Jim responded with a wag of his tail, his eyes alert and focused on his surroundings. Soon, something out of the ordinary caught Jim's attention. His ears pricked up and his posture stiffened. Nasa noticed the change immediately. "What is it, boy?" Jim led Nasa towards a seemingly unremarkable suitcase that had arrived from Ukraine and was bound for Beirut. Unlike his usual energetic response, Jim hesitated, whimpering softly before sprinting towards the suitcase, leaving Nasa looking perplexed. "This is unusual," Nasa muttered, leaning down to inspect the suitcase. Jim crouched down in front of it, letting out an eerie, low whimper. Nasa, picking up on the significance of Jim's behavior, examined the suitcase more closely. It had nearly invisible holes that seemed to capture Jim's attention. As Jim sniffed around them, he recoiled each time, almost as if hit by an undetectable foul stench. "Nasa, everything all right?" called Officer Blake from across the hall, noticing the unusual scene. "Not sure yet," Nasa replied, standing up and signaling for Officer Blake to come over. "Jim's reacting to this suitcase in a way I've never seen before. We might need to call the bomb disposal team." Officer Blake's eyes widened. "I'll get on it," he said, radioing in for the bomb squad. Minutes later, a team clad in protective gear arrived. "Isolate that suitcase," commanded the team leader. The team carefully ushered the suitcase into a secluded room where it could be examined without putting others at risk. Throughout all this, Jim remained animated, his tail wagging urgently. "Whatever's in there, it's really got Jim worked up," Officer Blake observed. "Agreed," Nasa replied. "I hope it's not what I think it is." As the bomb disposal team meticulously inspected the suitcase, tension filled the air. The officers outside exchanged anxious glances, a mixture of curiosity and apprehension on their faces. "Any guesses, Nasa?" Officer Blake asked, trying to break the tension. Nasa shook his head. "I've seen a lot in my years, but this feels different." Finally, the team leader stepped out, a look of relief mixed with bewilderment on his face. "It's not explosives. The suitcase is clear." Nasa frowned. "Then what triggered Jim like that?" Drawing a deep breath, Nasa traced the faint scent seeping from the tiny holes. "We need to see what's inside," he decided. "Ready." With a collective nod, the team braced themselves. As the lid of the suitcase creaked open, they were met with a sight that left them momentarily speechless. 3 Siberian tiger cubs, blinking against the sudden intrusion of light, were huddled together amidst sawdust. "Good heavens," Blake whispered, breaking the silence. He gently extracted one of the cubs, cradling it in his arms while the others followed suit, rescuing the remaining 2. Quickly, they fetched water and warm blankets to create a makeshift haven for the distressed animals. "This changes everything," Nasa said, his voice barely above a whisper. "We need to call animal control immediately." Within minutes, animal control officers arrived, their expressions as shocked as those of the airport security team. "We'll take them somewhere safe," one officer assured. "They'll get the care they need." As they prepared to transport the cubs, one of the officers looked at Nasa. "You and Jim may have just saved their lives. Trafficking like this, they wouldn't have lasted much longer. And thanks to you, they've got a chance at a better life." The rehabilitation was both physically and emotionally taxing for the cubs, but under the watchful eyes of dedicated caretakers and veterinarians, they began to heal. Maya, Tanya, and Anton embodied resilience, slowly adapting to their new environment and revealing their distinct personalities as they explored their surroundings. In the days that followed, Nasa reflected on the events at the airport. The cubs' narrow escape had not only saved their lives, but had also become a symbol of the fight against animal trafficking and a testament to the power of compassion. "Jim, you did great," Nasa said one evening, patting the German shepherd. Jim responded with a contented wag of his tail, his eyes shining with the satisfaction of a job well done. The story of Maya, Tanya, and Anton Anton inspired a movement. The images of the cubs, once symbols of pain and neglect, now served as reminders of hope, resilience, and the critical need to protect wildlife. Through their extraordinary journey from the brink of despair to recovery, Maya, Tanya, and Anton highlighted the impact that vigilant protection and unwavering kindness could have. Their story resonated around the world, advocating for tougher measures against trafficking and ensuring a safer future for all animals. As the cubs thrived under the nurturing care they received, they embodied the spirit of survival and the importance of compassionate action. Their legacy continued to inspire, reminding us that every act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a larger change and a better world for all beings.